So a lot of my work as a coach goes into getting you, the athlete, to your target event and to get all of the unknown variables to go in your favor. And that spans the entire range of arriving at your target event with no fatigue, really good legs, a good mindset, good bike, cementing in your mind that the equipment you're riding is good and strong and fast. Along with all this stuff, what we're going to do is work on giving yourself a bit of space in your mind to just enjoy, let the nerves down, and just enjoy riding the event. You know, that's what we all do it for. That's what we put all the effort into the training for. So my number one tip for you the day before an event is to try and get an early night. It's like what you'd advise a teenager to do. Instead of staying up all night and studying for an exam and arriving at the test really exhausted and brain dead, get an early night. You're going to be more yourself. You're going to be 100% on the game. The second thing you can do is organize your kit. You can actually organize your kit 2 nights before, so that the night of the event you're not doing anything. You've already done a trial run of all your kit 2 nights ago, and so you go to bed tonight, everything is relaxed, your heart rate's normal, you're not, you know, worrying about this and thinking about that. You've already slept 1 night after preparing your gear. The next thing I would do is leg openers the day before, as early on in the day as you can possibly get them in. First thing in the morning is great, and make use of that 30 minutes after the exercise to replenish any glycogen you may have burnt during these leg openers. The leg openers don't have to be, you know, anything intense. They can be if you have used them before and you know how you respond to them. But certainly immediately after you get off the bike, make sure you have some simple carbohydrates, keep your glycogen stores topped up, and that's going to help you have a really good day tomorrow again. Another thing I would do is keep the race bike the same as the training day bike. I wouldn't start putting in race saddles and race handlebars and things like that. Race tires. Use dependable gear all of the time. Race on what you train on, and you know, don't use stuff that you're unfamiliar with. Don't borrow a wheel set that's going to be super deep, heavy. You're not used to the inertia and how they ride. You know, I raced National Junior Road Race Champs in Zimbabwe, and I borrowed a really deep section wheel, and I felt the whole race like I couldn't turn these wheels over. I ended up getting 4th. I could have won the race. So definitely don't do that. And if you crash the bike, you're going to be owing a good mate a really expensive set of wheels probably. You know, ride on what you train on. You want to test before you go and race it. You want to test the dependability of them. If you're getting punctures in training, you probably don't want to race on that tire, because you're going to be at the start line and someone's going to say, excuse me, but you've got a puncture. I've seen that so many times in racing. So use something that you know is bomb-proof. Cement it in your mind that even though it may not be the lowest rolling resistance tire, it's the grippiest, most reliable tire for you, and that's going to be a really good option for you to go for. And along with keeping everything the same on race day, you want to keep your clothing the same. You want to have trained in what you're going to race in. There's no point keeping that skin suit for race day if when you put it on, you can't actually get into the pockets. The pockets are a little bit too high up the back and you can't get gels out of them. Maybe the pockets are too small and you can't even keep a rain cape in there. So these little things are going to certainly help you during your event, and they've certainly helped me. The final tip is, before you go to bed, make sure that you know roughly where you're going tomorrow. You don't have to freak out and get all analytical about it. Just know where you're going, know the time frame, what time does the event start, what sort of warm-up you want to do, if you've got anything in particular that you like doing or what works really well for you. And certainly allow enough time in case you do have an emergency. If you knock a water bottle over, or you do get a flat tire, or you know, something like that, or your gears need adjusting and you need to go and find a mechanic, something like that. Just allow a little bit of extra time. You're going to have an awesome day. Right guys, that's it for now. If you've got any other tips you use the day before race day, why don't you leave a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next video.